We are delighted to bring a decorated Air Force pilot to your attention. He is a member of the Alabama Aviation Hall of Fame, Air Force retired Lieutenant Colonel Ed Yeilding, SR-71 Blackbird pilot and Troy graduate, recently returned to his alma mater. He set the coast-to-coast speed record of 1 hour, 7 minutes, 53.69 seconds, achieving a speed of 2,124.51 miles per hour on a special date. Take us back to March 6, 1990, and tell us what happened the day you made aviation history.
Well, first of all, I think of it as the Blackbird making aviation history. The Blackbird served our country really, really well for 25 years of the Cold War. And when the Congress decided to retire the Blackbird in late 1989, the Smithsonian Institution asked that we deliver one to the Smithsonian for display. And they said, well, since you're taking off from California, would you mind setting a transcontinental speed record when you bring it to the Smithsonian? And that will help call the public's attention to what a great, great airplane it has been for our country and the vital service that it made for our country for 25 years of the Cold War. We took off from Palmdale, California. We flew 200 miles out over the Pacific and then had a running start toward the West Coast. The NAA, the agency that verifies and monitors official records, had representatives in several radar units across the country. They started the time as we crossed the West Coast. You can see a slight curvature on the Earth, but more noticeable than the curvature is how dark it is overhead, almost black. Very, very dark blue overhead, and then always a bright band of blue on the horizon. We could see the horizon 400 miles away, so at that altitude you can easily see mountain ranges and coastlines and major geographic features like rivers and harbors and so forth. And you can even see where cities are. Because fuel was really tight, we didn't have enough fuel to be at the absolute top speed from coast to coast. We were supersonic near Mach 3 all the way across, faster than a speeding bullet. But as we approached Washington, D.C., pulled the throttles out of afterburner and started a normal descent as the planned profile called for, and actually started a descending left-hand bank turn as I crossed the East Coast so that we could get headed back toward Dulles. Well, it was very exciting. We think of the record as the Blackbird's record. We were just lucky enough to be the crew, and it was really important to us that we well represent the hundreds of people, hundreds of dedicated Americans who designed and maintained, supported, and flew the airplane during its 25 years of service. So it was important to us to well represent that community. When we landed, we were excited, of course, because we had just flown the world's fastest, highest flying airplane and set some official aviation records. So we're real excited, yet at the same time feeling sad because that was going to be our last flight in the Blackbird and the last time that Blackbird would ever fly.